There we go. Awesome. Welcome, June Cohort. Thank you so much, everyone who decided to make the best decision of their lives by joining Melsoft Academy. It's a great honor for each and every one of you guys to be here with us. We're truly grateful, and we are very, very motivated to make sure that you guys achieve your career goals and get everything it is that you guys want from software engineering. So, with me today is Loris Jimu, our co-founder, my co-founder, and Tebo Ntako, our junior software engineer and technical assistant. So, what we do in these meetings is to just get to know each other. For those that are on the call, just to introduce ourselves, everyone, and just say one fun fact about yourself, basically. And then we can introduce you to the bootcamp and how it works and what you can expect to gain out of it. So, well, let us start with Loris to go first, please.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for that introduction, Mr. Larith. Such a pleasure to be here. Such a pleasure to be on this call. Before I start, I'm just gonna ask you guys to unvideo yourself. I'm trying to see some real human beings. Please. Chego, please. Nosipo, Tafadzwa, Youth Betty. I've heard a lot about you. There we go. There's Youth Betty. There we go. All right, brilliant. Hopefully, as I speak, more of you guys are going to unvideo yourself. So, I'm Loris. I'm the co founder here at Melsoft Academy. I'm 21 years of age. And a fun fact about me is that at some point in my life, I used to be the fastest man in my district. But then my mother just started telling me to focus more on my education, focus more on computer science. So, here we are. But I could have been, fighting for the title with Usain Bolt. But oh well. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Tebo,
Hi everyone. So my name is Deboho Ntako and I'm a junior software engineer for Microsoft Academy. I joined as a student and okay, sorry about that guys. I was saying I joined Microsoft Academy as a student and now I work for them and I really believe that getting into tech really changed my life and I hope that you guys will experience the same thing that I experienced. Fun fact about me, I love watching catfish. For some reason, I always binge watch it. And I'm not a catfish though, but yeah, I really enjoy watching it. And yeah, nice to meet you guys.
wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, if Betty, please help me learn how to pronounce your name. Like I've never seen your name anywhere else before.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Ayub. So it's Ayub
Ayub.
Bedi. So yeah, let's start with the fun fact. The fun fact is my mother is Zulu, my father is Muslim. So that's how you get the Ayub Bedi. So I have an Islamic background. So there's nothing that much to me. I'm an enthusiast of programming. Basically, I love programming, and I've just began my journey. I'm studying programming, free time, and every time I get, I'm trying to learn programming, and I'm very grateful to be here.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. Ayub. Okay, cool. I won't mess that up. But yeah, thank you so much. All good, all good. Let's have Mr. Or Tafadzo. Tafadzo, you can also introduce yourself if you're there.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tafadzwa, and I am a student of Melsoft Academy. I joined in March. Yeah, the journey so far has been fine. I encourage you guys to not give up. Yeah, and the fun fact about me is, guys, passion will push you far. In 2014, I studied arts, divinity, history, and literature, but look where I am today. So yeah, I think that's all I can say.
Awesome, awesome. Well said. Well said. Um, all right, Bongani, are you there?
Morning, everyone. Uh, my name is Bongani, new student, starting today, I guess. Um, yeah, I mean, a fun fact about me is, to be fair, I don't know what more I could say. I'm the founder, or yeah, I'm a founder of a small startup called, okay, yeah, called Rosebank. Um, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, awesome. What problem are you solving with your startup?
Um, so, okay, so I live in Soweto, and uh, one thing that Soweto lacks is the ability to have on-demand grocery delivery. So yeah, I just basically said, well, essentially it started off as more of a side project, and then yeah, uh, hopefully I can push that and have it as a fully fledged business.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Love entrepreneurs and people that are trying to start their own thing because you guys create a lot of opportunities for others as well.
Yeah.
So keep it up, keep it up. Great to meet you. The next one is Mbali.
We can't hear her. Is she on the call?
My bad. Hi, sorry everyone. My name is Mbali for short for Mbalentle. Um, Fun fact about me, my name has an apostrophe. Um, but I think on a more serious note, I have my own NGO. It's called Ria Ahana, and it focuses on skills development for youth, particularly women and teenagers. And yeah, I'm a ball of nerves right now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to learning with everyone. I've just joined, just like Bongani. So yeah, and I'm grateful for this opportunity. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Great work at the NGO and trying to help out the women and the youth. Great initiative, great initiative. We'll definitely have a lot of synergies and working together to do so. Great stuff. Next up, Mr. Sizwe. Please introduce yourself, tell us about yourself, and one fun fact about Sizwe Kurgan.
Hey. Okay, my name is Sizwe Kigen Matewura. I'm from Nelspruit in Pumalanga. Uh, I'm owning an IT company, Tangible Solutions. We are busy with IT technical support. I studied and I'm a qualified business analyst. One thing that's funny about me is that like I'm scared of croc. I'm scared of frogs. If you can put a frog in my bed, I can kill you. That's all about me, and I'm ready and I'm ready to learn programming with my Melsoft Academy, and I'm looking forward to work with you all. Thank you so much.
All right, awesome, awesome. Sorry about the frogs. We can teach you how to code, but we can't teach you how to be unafraid of frogs. But we'll try. We'll try to do that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Next up we have Yolo Kaz. Okay, whilst we're waiting for Yellow Kazi, Chego, are you there? Okay, Chego looks like she's not there. Piwo.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Piwo. Do you mind just turning on your camera and just telling us a little about yourself, please? And one fun fact about you.
I'm shy.
It's okay.
Can I just start speaking?
Sure.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Piwo Kuhle, but you can call me Piwo. A fun fact about me is that I love to volunteer. Like in the morning, I had to wake up. There's this other place we call the soup kitchen in the location. So we wake up every morning and then we have to go cook porridge. We have to go make bread so that obviously the children there will not go to school with an empty stomach. And yeah, thank you.
Okay, great stuff. Great stuff. Thank you again for the initiative. You have a similarity with Mbali in terms of giving, helping out. So maybe you guys can do something together. All right, cool. Okay, I think, oh, not everyone. Yellow Kazi, are you ready to go now?
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Yerogazi and I am still a software engineering student at UJ. So I am finishing my degree this June. So yeah, so I'm coming in here because boot camps are so important. Got some friends in industry suggested that I should do a boot camp. So that's why I'm here. Fun fact about me is that I'm not really afraid of anything. Thank you.
Cool.
Okay, that's awesome. That's really cool. That's really cool. Thank you so much. Mr. Kenneth,
Hello, everyone. My name is Kenneth. I'm currently a student at Melsoft Academy. Melsoft Academy is the great place to be, and you get to learn coding and be the best. Fun fact, I play video games a lot. Thank you.
that's cool. I could tell with the gaming headset. I was like, this is probably a gamer. All right, cool. Okay, great stuff. Looks like that's everyone who's on the call. We do have a couple of students that just came through on the campus that haven't connected. So I think you guys will have to. Oh, okay. We're gonna wait for you guys to just get in and then introduce themselves. Yeah. Nossi, you can go next. I don't know how I miss you.
Hi.
Hi, Nossi. How are you?
Good, I'm good, I'm good. I did work. So that's all. Hi.
Okay, cool, cool. You can just give us a 1 minute intro quickly.
Most people, everyone calls me most people. Yeah, and I'm just excited. I'm really excited about the camp. I'm ready and
Okay, cool. So
fun.
that's the interesting thing. It's the one of the interesting things. We have so many different backgrounds. People are coming from so many different backgrounds, but we all have the same destination. So, all right, cool. All good. All good. Bali. No, no, no. Sorry, not Bali. Mm, okay, that's all. We're gonna start. Let's start now with the introductions. I'm going to share my screen for the benefit of everyone who is in the call. I mean, who is in the room. So let me quickly do that. All right, cool. Can you guys see my screen? Yes, you can. All right, cool. All right, guys, let us get started with the June cohort. Welcome everyone who is online as well as everyone who is on the campus. Very exciting to have each and every one of you here. And today we're just going to go through some of these slides that we prepared to introduce you to Melsoft Academy and how things work around here and what you guys can expect to get out of it. So we will share why we started it in terms of our mission, just to explain our background to you guys, share a little bit more about our team, how the bootcamp works, what you will learn in terms of the curriculum, what you can expect to get out of it in terms of career opportunities. We will also just give you a brief demo tour of our learning platform, and then we will open up the floor for questions and answers. And then after that, level one will be open to you guys to start cracking. So we will start with our mission. Today, my co-founder is not here, Loris, because he's downstairs to get some students to come in. But basically, our mission is to reduce youth unemployment to 0% through equipping students with critical tech skills. So in South Africa, we have an unemployment rate of 64% for which is quite significant. So we want to reduce this because on the other side, there are so many open jobs in tech that we ourselves are struggling to fill. And one of the reasons why we chose to start Melsoft Academy was because we just couldn't find enough developers at our software company. So that's when we knew we can train our unemployed youths with the right skills and then give them access to these high paying and life changing career opportunities. There might be jobs, there might be freelance gigs, there might be building your own startup like Bongani or your own company like Mbali. So there's so many things that you can do if you have tech skills. So that is our mission. And in terms of our background, Melsoft started in 2018 initially as a graphic design company when I was still in university. There were so many students that we were learning with that needed CVs. So we would just design CVs for students that were looking for jobs. And then they'll also come in and say they want posters, they want business cards and all these things for their businesses, and we would design everything for them. Then after that, it would transition into web design. And that's when we started to become more and more of a software company. So, fun fact, I actually graduated with supply chain management, but through in my final year, I started doing these online coding courses, these boot camps, and so many different things to teach myself how to code. And now it's 2023, and I have 4 years experience as a software engineer now. So in 2020, we became an award-winning software company thanks to Clutch, the Manifest, and Good Firms. And we are recognized as one of the top software companies in South Africa, thanks to our great work and our reviews that we get online. This is how they give these awards. And our team has now our team increased from 1 to 12 members. The majority of them will be part-time contractors that would come in, do a job, and then wait until something else pops up. But currently at Melsoft Academy, we have a team of 6, as well as about 10 other part-time contractors. Then in 2021, we decided to start going globally. That was after COVID. We launched Melsoft UK, and we became Melsoft, fully remote. So that's kind of like a paradox, because in 2021 we became fully remote, but 2023 we're now coming to the office every day. Right. So that is, yeah. And in 2022, this is when we were really, we couldn't find developers. It was just a mess. Our clients were not happy. We were not happy. We were losing money because we couldn't find developers. So that's when we decided to build Melsoft Academy. Fun fact, we actually built the entire app or the website inside 2 weeks. And at that time, there was no course curriculum. There was nothing. It was just the platform and the draft course curriculum. And after we ran some ads on it, we saw that the demand really is there. People want tech skills. So that's when we decided, you know what, let's actually push this Melsoft Academy thing a lot more. So another quick caveat, in 2023, we launched Melsoft Academy USA. So I'll explain to you how Melsoft Academy USA is the most important division of the company and how you guys will benefit from that. So guys, please always feel free to stop me in the middle. Even if you're on site, you can just raise your hand and then I will answer your question. Okay. All right, all good. So in terms of our team, this slide only shows 2 people, my co-founder Loris and I. We're also brothers. Apparently we look like twins. I don't get why people think we look alike. But yeah, we stay together. We're always together, thinking of how to improve this bootcamp, thinking of how to make it better every day. So one thing that we're really proud of in our team is that we have an average age of 25. The oldest is 28. I would mention names, who is the 28-year-old. And the youngest is 21. So our team is a very young team, and we strongly believe in working with youth. We strongly believe with working with youth, because one thing about youth is that we exceed expectations and we are very tech savvy. So that's a little bit about our team. And yeah, so how does it work? Now let us explain how this whole Melsoft Academy thing works. So you start by learning in a 6-month period, and the learning is not okay. We have text and videos that you can watch and text, but I would say 75% of the curriculum is text-based, especially when you go to the more advanced sections of the course. It becomes more and more text, and that's because when you're programming, most of the time you are reading documentation. You're reading, and it'll save you a lot of time to just read text instead of to watch a tutorial video. But we understand that people are different. Some work better with videos, so we do add videos here and there, and there's always YouTube University to help you with more little videos to help you learn. But the most important thing when you're learning with Melsoft Academy are your projects, your capstone projects, where at the end of every section, you build a small little app or website that you can add to your portfolio. So that by the time you start hunting for a full-time job, you have a very strong portfolio with a lot of projects that you can share with your prospective employer. So after you graduate with us, then there is a 3 to 6 month paid internship at Melsoft, gaining real work experience. So, like I said, we own a software company that always needs developers. Like right now, we're looking for a Flutter guy, a .NET guy, a PHP developer. We need like 3 devs. So when you are done, at least we know that you have full stack JavaScript. We'll give you a 3 to 6 month paid internship depending on the client that we have. You work on that client, you gain real working experience that you can now use when you go to step 3, which is your full-time job. And this is by far the easiest part of our job is to get you guys jobs, right? So we're not just a software company, we're not just a training company, we are a recruitment company as well. So what we'll do at the end is we'll place you at one of our partners, either here in South Africa or in the United States, where Loris and I will be moving to in August. So by the time we land there, it'll be so easy to get you guys jobs, because if based on the data that we checked, there are about 1.2 million developer jobs open in just America alone. 1.2 million developer jobs, and they love working with South Africans because they feel like you guys will stay at their companies for longer, and then you guys will also take advantage of the exchange rate because they'll be paying you in dollars, and then you can convert that into rand, and we all know how the rand is doing. So that is the key aspect of our bootcamp. We get paid to get you guys jobs, so it's to our best interest to make sure that you get the right skills, you're presentable enough in interviews and on your LinkedIn profile, you've got your well-polished portfolio, and everything about you must be world class. Because if you want to get hired in the US, best believe the competition will be stiff. Even though there's so much demand, the competition will still be fierce. So that's just how it works in brief. And if you still have questions, maybe you'll wait until the end, or you can ask now. It's all up to you. Okay, cool. All right. So this is how you learn. You start by learning new concepts through reading and watching videos. I explained this. Our program is divided into 10 steps. Oh, no. 12 levels. So you go level by level, and at the end of every level, you will also get a certificate of completion just to add on your CV and on your LinkedIn profile to say, okay, I did HTML and CSS, which is a win, right? And during these lessons, there are mini quizzes that you can take online on the platform to just help you to just test if you are, getting the concepts. And then the big part of this is your projects, or are your projects and your coding challenges. So there are so many little coding challenges that you do during the program, as well as projects that you work with that are not capstone projects, right? And we also have live weekly meetings and discussions with mentors. So we invite so many. Well, we as the mentors will facilitate these meetings, but starting in this June, we'll be introducing a lot more outside speakers and recruiters to come in and just have live weekly meetings with you, so that you get switched on and you know exactly what the market wants. And yeah, we also host monthly events. That's another thing that we'll chat about later. Then we have individual and capstone projects, which are the most crucial part of this bootcamp, because these projects are what actually teach you how to become a software engineer. You'll never become a programmer by simply watching videos and regurgitating information. It's through building projects. It's through building projects that you don't even know where to start. You know, when you don't even know how, and you're like, am I really good enough? Should I even be a software engineer? Those are the feelings that we want you to feel. Because in the real world, believe me, even now with almost 5 years experience, I still have that imposter syndrome to be like, do I really know what I'm doing? So it's the capstone projects are there. They are hard sometimes, they're easy sometimes, but they are all there to help you. And then lastly is project grading and feedback for improvements. So currently we have human-led project grading and feedback for improvements, where when you're done with a capstone project, your TA or mentor will take a look at it, give you a project grading as well as feedback for improvements. But going forward, we're trying to build an AI that if you click submit assignment, it will go through every line of code that you have written and then automatically give you areas where to improve as well as a score. So we're working on that AI to just make project grading a lot more faster. So yeah, that's pretty much how you learn. And then in terms of our curriculum, so we believe in JavaScript as the best technology in the world, simply because with JavaScript alone, you can build on almost any platform. You can build on web, mobile app, Android, iOS, everything. Anything you can build using JavaScript, as long as you just pay it with the right frameworks. So to start, you just need to learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And if you get past this first stage, everything else from 2, 3, 4, 5 will make a lot of sense, because you will only be using JavaScript. And we did that on purpose so that you don't spend time hopping languages to trying to remember the syntax for Python or .NET. It's all JavaScript right now. Then next up is React, which is the most in-demand framework right now in the world. Almost, I would say 80% of web apps that you use online, web apps, not websites, they run on React, which is a JavaScript framework that was created by Facebook. So it has a strong community. If you learn React, you can work in any country in the world. You are definitely in demand, because they're not developers, guys. There's just no developers. And then for backend, we use Node.js, which is again JavaScript. Easy to build servers, easy to build backends, easy to build APIs with, as long as you understand JavaScript, which is the core of this program, is the JavaScript section. And then you'll also learn some databases, MySQL and NoSQL methods to CRUD your data. That's create, read, update, and delete your data. And these are fairly very straightforward, very simple. NoSQL uses a JavaScript objects kind of function, whereas MySQL is just the easiest thing ever. You will see when you get to this section on how to store your data. And then APIs, this is how you communicate with other apps. And like I said again, it's JavaScript. You just need to know how to use JavaScript. And then lastly, it's interview preparation, where we help you with your technical interview preparation. Because for you to get a job in tech, you just need to have a good LinkedIn profile. Number 2, a good CV. Number 3, a good portfolio. Number 4, good personal skills. You can't be painful to be around, because then no one will hire you. And then lastly, you need to pass a technical assessment. And if you have finished this course, we will help you with the data structures and algorithms that you need, because technical interviews are all about data structures. It's all about knowing how to organize your data and how to break down your challenge into small little parts and then start writing your code. So we'll teach you how to do that as well. And by this stage, you will have such great confidence in your skills. All right. Are there any questions so far on campus?
You going to like, I don't know, I haven't reached this section, so I'm kind of like curious which data structures are we talking about? Is it like molecules, X, or is it just the, does this also include the how to structure things? Because I've noticed that it's so important to have code that is like neatly structured.
Yeah.
It's not just a matter of you writing a bunch of classes, but those classes need to be packaged and they need to be packaged properly in such a way that if somebody were to look at this huge project, they become really relatively huge. So I'm thinking like, let's just give us a sneak peek of the data structures we're gonna do.
Okay. All right, cool. So your Lukazi's question is what exactly is included in the data structures and what exactly do we learn, right? So just to give you a brief answer, when you get a technical assessment, for example, let's say they give you a coding challenge on how to reverse a string, for example, all you need to do is to see how are you going to structure your app, how is it going to work, because when an app when a code is reading, it reads line by line, right? So you don't want it, you at that moment you wouldn't want it to read line by line. You would want it to, yes, read line by line, but access the code in different parts so that your function can work. I don't know if that's making sense. So
would it like you talking about threads here? Sounds good.
Not-
I think I would not necessary, because I know that with threads you don't really need to. Sometimes if a certain functionality is taking time, then it would give another person a chance to.
Oh yeah, okay. You know your stuff. So I think you're talking about promises and callbacks and that sort of thing, and threads. Yeah, but I'm just talking about data structures to say, let's say, you know trees. Are you familiar with trees and binary search and linear search and all those algorithms? Yeah, those ones. So yeah, we'll just teach you how to know them in theory and then how to use them in a technical assessment. Because once you understand how you're going to structure your data and how you structure your information, writing the code is the second thing. Whereas most people will, when they get a technical assessment, the first thing that they do is immediately start writing code when you first need to structure your data. So I will explain in more detail. Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Anyone else? Okay, all good. All right. Let's go forward. So we have this saying that we like to abuse, is that if you get 1% better every day for a full year, you'll end up 37 times better by the end of the year. And the reason why we put this is because all we expect, and the best way to learn programming really is just to get 1% better every day, and not to do the other alternative where you don't do anything for the full week and then try to do 6 hours on a Saturday. It just doesn't work that way. The best is to just at least do something once a day, which is why we always ask, how many hours a day can you dedicate to this course? So make sure that you're putting in at least 4 to 6 hours. And if you're a true beginner who has never done anything, then you need about 8 to 10 hours every single day for you to get to that next level. Because Melsoft Academy, not everyone graduates, not everyone makes it. I would say about 50% will get to the end. But all those 50%, yeah, no, their lives are pretty much set. So focus on getting 1% better every day. That's just a quick little tip there. And then in terms of career opportunities, what you can expect, there are so many potential job roles, and this slide could only fill 6. But straight off the bat, web developer, when you finish this course, since it's mostly web-based, you are either a front-end or a back-end developer or even a full-stack developer because you have all the skills. You can also be a mobile app developer. So if you take your React knowledge and add a little bit more in terms of React Native, then you are building mobile apps. You need maybe an extra month outside this bootcamp to build some mobile apps. You can also become a data scientist. If you learn JavaScript, you can take that information over to Python quite easily and start using Python for data analysis and data science. You can become a blockchain developer through Solidity easily, another JavaScript framework that you can just hook onto your app, and you're building cryptocurrencies or smart contracts and all these things. You can also become a UX UI designer. So in case you start doing code and you're like, this coding stuff is not for me, but you know what? I like working with apps. I like designing. I like making things look good. And yeah, then it'll be much easier for you to transition into UI, UX, which is basically dragging and dropping components on Figma just so that things look good. And then you can give it to the developers to actually build it out in code. So UI, UX is another very in-demand one, another in-demand bootcamp. We're creating that course, the UI, UX bootcamp. It will be out soon, as well as the data science bootcamp. That one will be out soon as well. Then you can also become an IT consultant where your job is to just share your knowledge and make money. All right. So there are so many other potential job roles like AI prompt engineer. There are so many other potential job roles, really. Project management is one of them. Product owner is one of them that you can use, especially if you are coming from another background. So let's say you were an accountant and now you're learning how to code. That'll just give you a different level of differentiation more than you believe, right? And then there are also other pathways that you can take. So if you're not looking for a traditional job, you can become a startup founder. You can build your own app like Bongani, market it, get some users, get some traction. Before you know it, your app is making enough money or the same amount of money that you would have made if you were at a job, right? You can also become a startup founder. You can become a freelancer where you have a profile online and you're building apps for people working from anywhere in the world. There are platforms like Upwork and freelancer.com and Fiverr where you can list yourself, get some independent gigs, and you're pretty much set, really. You can also become a tech mentor or a coach where you just transfer your skills and your knowledge to others, and that's a lucrative career option as well. Or you can be a content creator or a tech influencer. If you like to be in front of the camera, you're not shy to post content, create content. The knowledge that you will gain from this course, you can easily just use tech-related content creator and gain a great following. And brands like Melsoft Academy would be more than happy to work with you. So yeah, and then you can also become a plugin developer. A plugin developer is usually someone who builds extensions to apps that are already working. For example, if you saw ChatGPT the day it came out and what it looks like now, there are so many more capabilities, like uploading videos or uploading PDF that have been made possible through plugins. So these are people that build extensions to already existing software and then license that software to those that need it. So there are many other pathways, again, that are not included here. One of them is you can become a tenderpreneur. If you love doing tenders, you will have so many opportunities to write winning tenders and make some money. So the possibilities are endless if you choose this pathway or this career. And you guys have done it, so well done. Kudos to you. Okay. And then in terms of our learning platform, I think it would be better if I just went through it quickly for those that haven't seen it. So this is our MVP. Guys, this is an MVP. It's definitely going to improve a lot in future without a trace of doubt. It's going to look much better than this because this is just an MVP. But basically the core of this is your learning here, where you learn, you write, you do your assignments. Sorry, let me just quickly get my mouse. Okay. You have your menu bar on the left, and you have either video format, like on this lesson, there's a video of me just explaining how to solve coding challenges. And then you also have text-based tutorials to just help you read. And then at the end of every section, there will be capstone project. And this capstone project is where you get graded. We only grade capstone projects. And then we'll give you a mark. To pass Melsoft Academy, you need 75% and above, because yeah, we don't want, if you have Melsoft Academy certificate, you have to be strong. You have to know your stuff because you're representing our brand, you know. So yeah, the capstone project, this is where you build small little apps that you can add to your portfolio and then upload them here for review and grading. And yeah, as you can see on this left-hand side, you have both individual and group capstone projects. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys on these capstones, because that's where you learn the most. And I actually recommend doing it if you have experience. If you've never touched this before, I actually recommend you start with the capstone and then use everything that's in the notes as a reference. So let's say you're doing this shopping cart application, just open your VS Code and start writing. But if you need an explanation, let's say you need to learn how to add and remove elements from the array, then you go back into the notes or the external documentation. Yeah, that is what I would recommend you guys to do, not to just read. And then yeah, we also have this little community section. So we're very big on connecting with people and actually forming relationships, and not just being another Udemy where you just learn your stuff where you are and then that's all, right? So we've got a little networking platform where people post their projects or stuff that they're struggling with. And there's always someone who's there to comment and reply, because yeah, we are creating a community of helping each other out. And you can request a call if you need any assistance with a mentor. You can just book a call on this little button over here. And if you need help with understanding a section, you can request a video, and then a video will be made for you. And then we also have this leaderboard that it's inter-cohort, so it's for everyone who is on the platform, and it resets every month. So this should read June. And yeah, the winner always gets a reward. Teboho is currently leading the leaderboard, and she won it last month. So she wants to try and win it again back to back, like Man City. She's like Man City. But let's see how you guys do. Maybe you guys will challenge, and let's see how it goes. So also one let me tell you something also about this leaderboard. This is where people get hired, if I'm being completely honest with you. The people that are always in the top 5, these are the candidates that are mostly assessed to get hired before they even finish, because sometimes we're not looking for your skill. Sometimes we just need someone with a great character and great consistency. Someone that you can see they're always online, they're always coming to weekly meetings, they're always reliable and dependable. Sometimes that's just all you need, especially as a junior, because as a junior, you don't have senior level skills. You're still learning. All right. So your character is what will get you on top. We have had people that tried to work at Melsoft and at other companies, and they had great technical skills, but they just had bad character. So that will definitely get you kicked out without a doubt. So I recommend you guys be consistent. I recommend taking the leaderboard as the barometer to be like, where exactly am I and how are my peers doing? So don't compare yourself to someone who is on another cohort. Compare yourself to someone who is on your cohort, basically, to be like, hey, this person is on 92 and I'm on 36. It's also dependent on your background. So if you're starting out from scratch, then please don't stress yourself with the leaderboard. But if you have some experience, please do stress yourself with the leaderboard. So yeah, we also have this little chatbot called Leo that's running a GPT 3.5 in the back end. So Leo is your learning assistant. If you're facing a challenge, or if you need some code explained whilst you're building your code, let me just show you how it works. So for example, you have this block of code here, this nested loops code that you don't understand how it works. You can easily paste it into the chatbot and then say something like, please explain how this code works, right? Or you can even ask anything else, anything to do with programming. Leo will give you a response, typically along the 30-second mark, sometimes more, sometimes less. Yeah, it's like ChatGPT basically, but it's embedded inside the curriculum. So as you can see, the AI will start giving you a response. It will start telling you how the loop works from top to bottom, basically. So like I also mentioned, this is how your code review will be if you do decide to stay with us maybe until August, September, August, October, thereabouts. That's when we'll have a much more robust chatbot that will just grade your projects automatically and give you feedback just like this. So yeah, there you go. That's Leo explained. Please use Leo. Leo is great. Leo is very helpful. And yeah, that's all when it comes to our learning platform. And I think with that, it's time for questions and answers. We'd like to hear what you guys think, what you guys would like to know about the bootcamp. And yeah, anyone with questions. No questions. Okay. Yes, Mbali. Okay, so Mbali's question is, do you use both VS. Do you use VS Code and Anaconda or just VS Code? So we only use VS Code right now. Yeah, it's best for all the stacks that we're currently working with. Yeah. Yes, Ayub.
Also pertaining the leaderboard, since you have students from different cohorts, how is that graded? Is it graded per individual project or duration? How does that work?
All right, great question. So there is actually a document. There's actually a document on how the leaderboard works, how to get points. So let's just quickly go through that. And I'll also share this document with everyone on the platform. So this is how you get points automatically, right? You get points by completing a lesson, completing a topic, acing a quiz 90% and above. Just logging in every day gets you 1 point. And reaching a new level gets you 10 points. Completing your profile, sending or replying to a private message, publishing a post on the platform gets you 10 points. So the more active you are, you're really getting 10 points, right? Commenting gets you 5 points. Liking gets you 2 points. Posting in your group gets you 10. Referring a friend gets you 20. And uploading an assignment gets you 7. So these are automated and get added instantly. And then the big points that get added manually are if you attend a live session, if you review another student's project or assignments and give feedback on the activity feed, you get more points for that. Everyone who presents, you guys need to start, you need to get comfortable with presenting, and you will get comfortable with presenting, because that's actually one big strength that we train you on. So you get 25 points for that. Creating video content for LinkedIn gets you 30 points. Again, guys, the whole point of this bootcamp is to get you guys hired. So if you're doing this stuff, if you're creating content on LinkedIn, you are so ahead. You are on another level, really, if you're creating video content, and any company will just be so quick to hire you. So we incentivize you to do that. Then building your own additional website or apps. If you let's say you've finished your capstones and you've got maybe 2 more days, you can and you should practice your skills by building additional websites or apps, because that is worth 50 points. That's like a big chunk. And then please, yeah. And then if you participate in a hackathon, you get 50 points. Hackathons are also another gold mine if you're looking for a job. That it's a gold mine, because in hackathons, what happens is you go to a venue or virtually, and you have maybe 100 other developers, all different experience levels, people that are beginners to people that are seniors with 10 years experience. And you get put in groups where you have to build something that works in about 48 hours straight, and you don't sleep during a hackathon. But the outcome when you participate in a hackathon is just remarkable. You can get hired because hackathons are usually sponsored by big companies that are looking for talent. About 40% of everyone who participates in a hackathon gets a job after the end. 40%. So yeah, hackathons are important, and we are hosting our first Melsoft Academy hackathon in partnership with Otinga.io in August. And yeah, so you get 50 points for participating in the hackathon. If you write a blog, you also get 25 points. You can post this blog on your LinkedIn, on Medium, or you can ask us to put it on our website. We don't mind putting it on our website as well. And then based on, this is the biggest way to get points is through your capstone projects. So whatever you score in your capstone project out of 100 is what you get, both individually and groupically, in groups, basically. So I will just download this and then I will share it with the rest of the group. Oh, I was not sharing my screen. So yeah, anyways, it's fine. I'll share the document on the activity feed for everyone to see how to get points. Are you good? Are you
Thank you very much. Yes.
all right? Got it. Yellow Kazi. Okay. All right, cool. Are there any other questions? Okay. No other questions. No one else has anything to say. Yes, Yellow Kazi. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So Yellow Kazi's question is, how do you get graded for things that are external? Yeah. Yeah. How do you get points for things that are external, like posting a video or attending a hackathon because they're not on the platform? Okay, cool. So we have a way to manually add points in the background, right? We have a way that we can just go in and say, add 100 points to your Lokazi, and then you give a reason why, like a bank, how banks print money, right? We can print points. So that's how we do it. You perform at a hackathon, and then you say, hey guys, I participated at this hackathon. This is what the work that I did. And then we'll just go in the back and add your points. So yeah. And then you're right. We don't have a video on, we don't have a challenge where you should create a video. So we're gonna add that because it's actually quite important for everyone to be as active as they can on social media. Guys, social media is where people are getting hired, especially LinkedIn. I mean, companies don't look at CVs anymore. And the whole applying jobs through going on Indeed and just uploading your CV and spraying your CV all over and then hoping to get invited. That hey, you will spend months just doing that, only for you to get invited to an interview and not even get it. Whereas the best way is to create a lot of content, create a strong LinkedIn profile, create a lot of add these recruiters, right? You can, whilst you're just sitting watching soccer or anything, just search technical recruiter on LinkedIn in Johannesburg, and then you add them all until it gives you that notice to say your weekly invitation limit has been reached, right? And then next week you do the same thing until it keeps blocking you, because now you will have, imagine you have 200 recruiters on your profile, or 200 recruiters that you're connected to, and you're posting every single day. You're just posting the stuff that you've learned, the projects that you've done. Recruiters will come to you. You don't want to be the other way around. Recruiters will come to you because they see you every day. So that's how you get a job in tech. You don't get it by spraying your CV. No. You might get lucky. You might get lucky. Yes, Chego.
Hi guys. I have a question regarding the possible grid collapse in South Africa. Have you guys planned around it? I'm sure you guys know of it. If it's coming, if we have like no electricity for like a month or so, what happens with everything?
Oh, that's a very different point. So what Chego is asking is that if the grid collapses, if we plan for that. So the honest answer is that our building, even our office, it can only give us electricity for 3 days straight. So we will obviously try to invite you guys to come through to the office and work here at the campus rather, and that's the best that we can do. Well, we don't have any sort of contingency in case ESCOM stops working. But what I do know about most of the academy is when we are faced with a challenge, we always deal with it when it's there. So yeah, we don't have a backup generator on the whole campus for our students only, because our campus is on a co-working space. We've got so many other companies that use the space as well. So yeah, let's just hope that doesn't happen, because that would be a mess. I think if that happens, the last thing that people will be concerned about is school, because you probably won't have food
Yeah.
to eat.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. All right. Any more questions, guys? Please feel free. Yes, Yolokazi.
Like, have you guys explored like Sikkim? Like Sikkim is like how they connect you. They are external, so you it's like if you guys don't have any internet connection, they can like connect your business so that you guys can still be powered if things shut down. In terms of internet,
Ah,
because if the shutdown would happen, it would affect our connectivity
yeah.
to internet, and that would give us a tool of blackout. I feel like we can still manage without electricity in that situation.
Yeah.
Like that. But internet is like super, like if you can't get data through, it's gonna be a problem. But then there's like this thing called Sikkim businesses can like just plug in and stuff. It's external.
Circum.
It's called SEACOM.
Okay. So Yolokazi has suggested CCOM, something that helps you with internet when you're stuck or when you don't have an alternative. Gives you coverage. Yeah. So I guess yeah, at that point we'll have to really start thinking, like, what do we do now? Because even if we have internet, well, our laptops will die out and then we can't even charge them. So that's a problem that can only be solved by getting out of South Africa, I guess, or maybe creating our own campus of this WeWork, and then having solar panels and generators and all that. So we will look into it, of course, and just see how things go. But I hope it doesn't get that bad, and I'm sure it won't. If that happens, guys, we have so many bigger problems to deal with. So yeah. Okay. All right. Is there anyone else who has anything that they'd like to know or share? Yes, Ali.
So, in terms of rights and those full-time and part-time,
Yeah.
does that apply to the timeline? About when you like part-time, you start with you are in the 6 months.
Okay. All right, cool. So Alincha is asking, in terms of part-time and full-time, what's the difference in terms of how long it will take you to finish the program? Okay. So for full-time, you have to finish it in 6 months or less. There are no extensions. Okay, there are extensions, but with full-time, you have a structure. You know what you need to do every week, that you need to deliver on time, right? Whereas with part-time, it's more relaxed. It's more suited to people that maybe they just want to get to know a little bit more about coding, or someone who is doing their career change and they are trying to learn these new concepts, but they're not in a hurry. So you'll see that with part-time, it's mostly it's like 12 months, between 6 to 12 months, because it's more self-paced. You don't have group capstone projects. You also don't have deadlines to meet. So part-time is a bit more relaxed. And what we have seen, if I'm being completely honest, is that the most successful students, the best students are those that are doing it full-time, without a doubt. The full-time students are just on another level because you get so immersed into it, so that you end up just picking stuff much quicker than someone who's doing it on a more relaxed kind of vibe. Yeah. All right. Cool. Anything else? Table.
I just wanted to encourage everyone and just let you guys know that you can do it, basically. If I could do it, you can also do it. And please believe in yourself that you can achieve anything in the tech industry. And I just like what I like about this bootcamp is that you're going to have a lot of support, right? Because when I started, I was self taught and I was learning on my own. So being around people who are there to help you achieve your dream, I think that's a very big blessing for you guys, and use it to your opportunity as well. And we're all here to help you basically. And please enjoy yourselves in the process, and also don't lose hope. Yeah, that's what I want to say to you guys.
All right, awesome. Thank you for the word of encouragement. Thank you for uplifting and motivating everyone. So Loris always says this. Loris, I'm gonna take one out of your page. Is that it is what you make of it, right? If you decide to just take it as another online course that you can do at your own hours, that you don't take seriously, that you don't really care about, then you're not gonna get anything out of it. That's just how it is. But if you do take it seriously and you are consistent, you are reliable, you just apply yourself, the sky is the limit. You can literally be anything that you want. Anything that you have in your mind that you want to achieve, you can achieve it. And I'm also living proof of this. To just know that in tech, just dedicate yourself, just give it your all, and everything will always fall into place, because the demand for our skills out there, guys. We placed 2 students, and then after that we have a company that wants to sponsor 10 students to study, so that when these students finish, they immediately go into that company immediately. And this is just one company. So the demand for your skills is it's ridiculously high. It's ridiculously high. So if you just apply yourself, you are consistent, you're always there, you are delivering your projects, you can be anything that you want to be. All right, Loris, I can see you're itching.
It's almost as if you read my mind there, Larry. Thank you so much. And I just want to like emphasize on what you have been saying. It honestly is a matter of what you make of it. Like, if you decide that you're going to be top of class, you will be top of class. I mean, unless Tebo is still alive, but you will be top of class. If you decide that you want to get that job before you graduate, you can and will get that job before you graduate. And just so that you know, we're continuously watching. So from our side here at the academy, we serve as sort of talent scouts to a lot of companies, right? So we're watching everything that you're doing. We're watching your points. We're watching the amount of times you log in. We're watching the assignments that you put in. We're watching your capstones. We're watching you coming to these weekly meetings. And all these little small things that seem as if they do not matter, or seem as if they're not that serious, could end up lending you that job. So please, guys, just make it so that you're always there, you're always reliable, you're always consistent. Just work on those soft skills so that you can get an opportunity to learn the technical skills. Because, like Larith mentioned earlier in this chat, he was saying that for juniors, the technical skills, we don't expect you to be knowing much, because I mean, you're a junior. But then in terms of your personality and character, those are things that are hard to teach. And so if you already have a tick on that, most likely you have one step in the door. And then finally, the last thing I wanted to let you guys know is, if you have any problems or issues with the system or anything in general, please let us know. Because another thing with online courses, right? people, most courses you're just doing it on your own, but then here you have a community, you have actual human beings that are driven to your success. You have people who just want to see you get there. And so if you feel like you're stuck with something, something is broken, something is wrong, please let us know. Please. Yes, Larry.
No, please continue. I was just reacting.
Oh, you kind of cut my speech in half there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm excited, honestly, to see what this is going to do. My brother claims that this cohort is going to be the best cohort based off of the meetings he's had with you guys in the interviews. I myself have a particular cohort that I back quite well, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, please don't let me down, June cohort. The way I'm backing you guys to be the best group. Yeah, I'm really excited about this group. Yeah, so let's work together, guys. We work for you. Please don't think that we are headmasters or teachers or anything. We are here to serve you guys. We're here to help you guys get to where you guys want to get to. Because once you guys get to that next level, we also get to the next level, and we all grow as as one big happy family, basically. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that brings us to the end, unless we have more questions, starting with PO.
Oh, yes, I just wanted to ask, like, in terms of, I saw there that we will have like partners, group projects, and stuff. Do we choose like our own partners, or the system chooses the partners we will have, or it's you guys?
All right, great question. So PO is asking if we choose our own partners, our own group partners, or they are assigned. So initially we used to assign them for you, but now you guys will choose your own groups. You choose your own pairs to work with. Although you do need to rotate and find new partners when you get to the next stage. So from now on, you guys choose your own partners. On level one, you'll pick your own, and then on level two, you pick your own again, but they have to be different pairs. And I also wanted to mention that we have live weekly meetings like this one that we're having with the Melsoft team on it, right? Table, Loris, and myself. We're on it and we're there and we're trying to help you guys. We're asking questions, we're taking feedback for improvement and all that. And then on the next day, you guys will also have your own meeting as just students only. Just students only. And we're gonna assign one person to be a group leader. And the cohort leader or the group leader's main role is to just coordinate these as weekly meetings in between your team where you guys come in, you take a look at the capstone project, you share resources, you share ideas on how to tackle it, how to solve the coding challenges that you're facing. Because in as much as you have mentors, we know for a fact that the community aspect is boosted a lot more if you guys are alone, and you guys also get to learn a lot from each other without us coming in. So there are many ways to skin a cat, and yeah, you need those inter cohort meetings without us where you can just talk amongst yourself as students. So yeah, Yellow Kazi. Got it. So Yulukazi's question is, she's asking, for US companies, how do we add the recruiters on our LinkedIn? And which companies should we target? Okay. So for US companies, for now, I would say just wait a little bit. Or what you can do is go to the LinkedIn and then search for Minnesota, that state of Minnesota, right? And then look for tech recruiters in Minnesota and spam those, so that by the time we land and then we start, actively engaging with them for you guys, at least they will know you, or some of them will know you. So I would say, yeah, target recruiters in the state of Minnesota. It can either be both Minneapolis or St. Paul. I think you'll be pretty much covered there. But yeah, good question. Good question. All right. Anything else? Any other questions? I think I saw someone raise their hand, but it looks like there are no more raised hands. Is there anything else from anyone? Okay, cool. So looks like there's nothing else. So I'll just let Loris to finish up and just call it a day, basically. All right. Thank you so much for taking us through that, Mr. Larith. Honestly, it's always a pleasure watching you, tell us these things and lead us like so. Very, very excited for you guys. Very excited for the June cohort. So remember, guys, if you need anything, we're here for you. Just send us a message on the platform. We're always around. So that's Tebu, that's Larith, and that's myself. And then next step from here is starting. If you haven't started your level 0, you haven't posted on your LinkedIn, set up your LinkedIn. Soon enough, I'm going to be going through each and every single one of my students' LinkedIn again, so that we can just polish that and make it look proper. Otherwise, HTML and CSS. Best wishes to everyone. Thank you so much for coming, and cheers. Bye. Cheers. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.